talked on Tuesday about the need to get second and third chances against this defense. For the first two periods, did you feel like you guys were even getting enough first chances, let alone second and third?
No, we didn't create even close to enough chances through two periods for sure.
Was there something that changed between the second and third? Was it just desperation?
Probably a little bit of pride. We didn't have much fight in us the first two periods, and I guess they realized that we were running out of time. It's too little, too late in the third.
Chris, could you just talk a little bit about how, for both goalies, how you felt they played?
Well, I thought that Chris Nell had to be much better than Bitzer did, but I thought Chris played well, and I thought Bitzer did what he needed to do. I don't think he was overly tested. I mean, a lot of shots come to mind that were pretty easy. I'm not trying to downplay what he did, but I thought both goalies played. Our guy was more tested. I think the grade A's were in their favor, and I thought he made some really good saves. I mean, he kept it a 2-0 breakaway. I mean, we left him on an island a bunch, especially through two periods. And their guy, a couple of flurries come to mind the first, but nothing sustained. No flurries at all the second. And I think we pushed a little bit more in the third, and he was there when he needed to be. But I don't think we made it difficult. There was not much chaos created in front of their net, which would have made life difficult on him. So I think he did what he needed to do, but I'm not sure how difficult that was.
On the whole this season, you've been pleased with what you've seen out of now?
On the whole?
Yeah.
It's not what we were expecting on the whole.
A follow-up on Bitzer. You kind of, and I don't want to put these words in your mouth, so hear me out. You kind of insinuated that he did what he had to do, but wasn't overly tested. The sense I got is that was a Bowling Green problem, not a Bitzer problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. No, right. I'm not downplaying. I think at least I've tried this year to give credit to the opponent when the opponent deserves the credit. Michael Bitzer played a game that he needed to play. I don't think we tested him even close to enough. Ryan's question was, we were talking about second and third opportunities, creating chaos in front of the other team's net. That was on Tuesday. And then we get to Thursday and we're not able to do it. That's all I was saying. Michael did what he needed to do. The fact that he didn't need to do much had nothing to do with him. It had everything to do with us.
Questions for Mitch?
Kind of a tough question. How do you explain the slow start during the first two periods?
Your guess is probably just as good as mine, but I mean, we knew. We talked about it all week. We wanted to prepare. We thought we owed those guys, but I think it's deeper than that. We owe it to ourselves to start playing better. These next 4 games especially were a measuring stick for us, kind of treat them like playoff series and see where we match up against top teams in our league. And I mean, tonight was just tough. We played well in the third, and I think we got to build off that. We can't hang our heads and get too frustrated with our first 2 periods, but we need to start learning from them, that's for sure.
You mentioned playing better in the third. Was there something said in the locker room, or was it just you guys rallied together in that?
I think we just needed to do that. It was one of those things where older guys are trying to say, hey, let's go. We got to lead the way, and we have to lead the way from the beginning. Those older guys, those young guys will follow us. And I mean, when you're down at home in the third, that's always been our MO since I've been here, is we're going to play hard and whatever happens, and we just fell short. We didn't give ourselves enough time tonight.
Also kind of a difficult question, but Bemidji's one of those teams that they do a real good job of getting in shooting lanes and kind of keeping you guys to the outside. They did that a lot the first 2 periods. How do you kind of go about combating a defense that likes to do that and succeeds at doing that?
Yeah, they do a good job, and their goalie's a good player. If he sees the puck, he's going to stop it. It's just one of those things for us that when we're moving below the goal line and moving our feet and making crisp passes and catching those passes, it opens up lanes. And you saw that in the third, and we just weren't doing enough of that early. And I think if we can get to our game, I mean, we're a strong team below the goal line. I think if we're moving our feet, we're going to create chances.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.